3, 4, 5.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining me for part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, I'm going to go ahead and put a little box right up here that you can go ahead and watch that, so you kind of have an idea what we're going to be talking about today. Before we get started, I just want to go ahead and I want to go ahead and thank everyone who watched, commented, liked, shared the last video. It did 1,000 times better than what I thought it was going to do. It actually meant a lot to me. At this point, it has earned me 125 subs, 1,216 views, and about 7,893 minutes watched on that video. Convert that into hours and it's over 131 hours, so thank you everyone who did that. Let's see if we can do the same for this video. Continue to watch, comment, share with more people to get out here, because today's video, we're going over Vanessa's history with political parties. Something that a lot of people asked was, what party is she running with? Currently she's running as a Republican, but has it always been that way? I see her as a chameleon candidate, seeing as she only runs for what really benefits her at the time. So I gotta wonder, is she a true Republican? Because she said some other things about Republicans in the
Republicans
past.
don't win elections in the valley. I'm going to repeat that again. Republicans do not win elections in the valley. So, whoa, you literally are on the losing team.
She has also said,
What do you mean? I am a Republican. No, I'm going to let that sink in. Hello. I know you might think that I'm a bad word because I am a Republican.
in this video we're going to go ahead and break it down, her history with political parties. She's currently running for District 27 as a Republican, unopposed, and she likes to brag about her 11,000 votes that were just for her, when really some might have voted for her knowing that it was her, but a lot of people just saw Republican and voted Republican. It's the first time that she's ever been seen as a Republican. And while 11,000 votes is pretty nice, let's take a look at the two candidates that just faced off with each other in a runoff. That's Eddie Lucio and Sarah Stapleton. Eddie Lucio brought in 30,849 votes, while Sarah Stapleton brought in 22,062 votes. It's pretty easy to see why Vanessa wouldn't have wanted to run as a Democrat. She would have automatically been left behind. She saw no one was running for Republican, she saw an opportunity, she took it, and advanced to the Republican primary unopposed. It's pretty interesting because if you look back into 2019, just a year ago, she ran for mayor of Raymondville against Gilbert Gonzalez. She did lose that campaign, but she was a proud Democrat while she did it, not the Republican we see today. On May 4th, it was determined that Gilbert Gonzalez won by 700 votes. Vanessa demanded a recount, and at that point, at 700, it's not really close. I wouldn't really demand a recount like that. But we all know Vanessa, and Vanessa demanded the recount, paid the $400 fee, waited 4 hours for the recount to earn her 5 extra votes. It's not the 700 she was lacking, but in the end, the votes came out to 1,231 votes for Gilbert Gonzalez and 525 votes for Vanessa. Let's rewind it just a little bit more. 2016. Now, we've seen her as a Republican, we've seen her as a Democrat. Now in 2016, we see her as a member of the Green Party. And I have nothing against the Green Party. In 2016, she ran for the 15th Congressional District of Texas as a Green Party candidate. Very noble. I have nothing wrong with the Green Party. She was running against Vicente Gonzalez as the Democrat, Tim Wesley as the Republican, Vanessa Tijerina as the Green Party. We also had Ross Leon as a Libertarian. It was a very interesting race, to say the least. But May 24, 2016, we got our results. Vicente Gonzalez won with 57.3% of the votes. Second place was Tim Wesley, the Republican, with 37.7 votes. In third place, we find our Vanessa, with 3.1% of the vote. A total of 5,448 votes. What I believe hurt her chances during this time was the fact that she was arrested. And I'm going to read from a local newspaper here. Officers released Green Party congressional candidate Vanessa Tijerina from Willacy County Jail on Friday night. Tijerina, who's running for Texas' 15th Congressional District, wouldn't explain why officers arrested her. And in the tune that we all know from her, this is what she had to say. All I have to say was that this is politically motivated, and I want to thank everyone for the support. We hope that everyone goes out to vote tomorrow because our votes are voices, and we can't allow things like this to keep us silent. When asked why she believes it was politically motivated, she had no comments. But she went to go brag on Facebook about her arrest. Pretty interesting stuff, right? I mean, I can't make this up. This was covered by CBS 4 News, and they also had this to say about it. Tijerina also accused CBS 4 News of bias against her and speculated the media might be aligned with forces who want me to lose my election. Way to go down swinging, Vanessa. All this information I'm getting, this is actually from Vanessa's own Ballotpedia account. This is also from Channel 4 News that covered her. See, I want to be a journalist, and part of being a good journalist is having an unbiased opinion. So what I did was I researched a little bit, found some interesting sources that I feel everyone should know about. What I'm asking everyone is to share this information. A lot of people don't know about Vanessa and don't know about her political stance, her live videos, her comments, her remarks. A lot of people don't know about that. And I feel everyone needs to be educated before they make such a big decision about voting for a representative of their state. So I'm going to ask again for everyone to share this video, inform anyone who is a Republican who might not really know about her but just want to vote Republican. I have my own family that was Republican, very loud, proud Republicans who really didn't know her, who really didn't see this Democrat or Republican clothing. But after they saw the video and saw what she really stood for, they didn't accept her as a Republican. And she isn't being supported by the local Republican Party. So she is running this on her own. Before I leave, I just want to share one popular Facebook post about her that I feel everyone should see. And it says, I have to remind my conservative AF friends to please warn your family who do not know her that she is counting that if they see her name on a Republican ballot, they might vote for her simply because they think she's a conservative. She is a Trojan horse socialist virus trying to sneak in. She wanted Bethel to be your president. Republican my ass. Yeah. So that's going to do it for today. Hope you enjoyed part 2 of this series. And just so this channel isn't labeled as, a Vanessa only channel, and since a lot of my local themed videos seem to be doing very well on my channel, I'm going to focus on another local news story for next week. Take a little break from Vanessa, and in 2 weeks I am prepared to make my video covering her many arrests. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't, and look forward to seeing you all very soon. Hopefully you do too. Alright, you have a good night. Or day, I don't know. It could be anything at this point. Whenever you watch this video.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.